big rams while you come to Steve Jones Backcountry Hunts.
Hi, I'm Mike Deming, host of Sportsman's News Television. On this episode, we're in West Texas with Steve Jones Backcountry Hunts. We're hunting Aoudad, javelina, 40,000 acres of free-range hunting. Stick around, we're gonna have a great week. Hey, last year we took my pops down on this Aoudad hunt in West Texas. It's 50 plus years of hunting, and he's never hunted Aoudad, so this is a new experience. It's something I really love doing and something I really wanted to share with Pop, so invited him to come on down with this and see what these things have to offer. They're hard to spot, they're hard to hit, they got eyesight like there's no tomorrow, so it's we knew it'd be a challenging hunt, but it'd be a great time with family. We'd seen that really good ram the night before eating out of that Spanish dagger, and we figured we'd take a chance and hopefully he would be on that same ridge. So Dave and I and the cameraman went high, and Pops and Steve Jones came up from the bottom, and as we got set up there, it didn't take long, we picked out that ram. Had about a 415-yard shot on that ram, and just absolutely used the wrong hash mark and shot it way over that ram. And pandemonium set in. Dad got shots at him, I got shots at him, and we just didn't get it done. And I figured with missing a couple of those shots, I mean, those were a couple hundred yards laying down with a rest, that my gun had to be off for some reason. And when we went back to the range, I put rounds in our range, and the gun was hitting right where it needed to be. I just got caught up in the moment and was kind of jerking the trigger. So didn't happen. It's time to move on. Over the next few days, we saw a bunch of rams, and Dad got a crash course on Aoudad hunting. These guys are usually on the move when you see them, especially the big rams. Got great eyesight, so you got to be able to make snapshots, and not always close ones. They're 200, 300, 400, 500 yards. So you got to practice, and this wasn't something Dad had a whole lot of experience with. He's a great shot, but boy, the Aoudad were definitely winning on this program.
Well, we got some shooting, Pops.
Yeah, Pops is doing great. They're smarter than me.
Finally, on the last day, things were able to line up. Pops was able to connect on a ram. Wasn't the biggest ram, but it was a good ram, and hit him a little bit far back. It took a couple of days. We had actually left and been gone when Dave and Steve found that ram, but success finally happened. With the waning hours of that last day, I finally made a connection on a really good ram, 29 inches, and just an absolute stud, and a great way to finish the trip and hanging out with Pops. Now, this year I brought my good friend Mark Boardman from Vortex Optics down to share this hunt with me and Steve Jones and Dave Calloway. And we go to this lookout point that's on opening morning for us, and it always yields some good rams. It's a great place to spot, and we walk out on the point, and Dave spots an absolute giant. This is truly one of the biggest rams I've ever seen on the hoof while I was down there. And Mark, this is his first day. He's never seen an Aoudad live, so he's totally handicapped in this situation and just trying to settle into the hunt.
sorry. You have to tell me to get out of the way at times. So I know I kept stepping in front.
What do you think of that, Mr. Boardman?
I think I missed. Well, that's tough, you know. I mean, he wasn't that far out, but, you know, you get awkward angles off sticks in country like this, and it makes it difficult.
On that afternoon hunt, Mark was able to spot a really, really good ram, and wind was good. It was in a stalkable position, and so Mark said he really wanted to go after this ram and try to redeem himself from that morning's hunt. Stock on this ram. He's got us kind of pinned down right now. He doesn't know we're really here, but he's looking this way. This thing's got phenomenal eyesight. Mark's a shooter. We're about 340 yards right now, but he's in some thick brush. And Wolf and he'll turn, go up the hill. We'll get an opportunity at him.
Nice! That's the way to redeem yourself, brother.
Got him, baby. Awesome, Mike. Very cool.
Nice shooting, brother.
That's great, ram.
Congratulations. That's a killer ram.
Oh, what a fantastic hunt. I'll tell you what. These guys are amazing. Holy mackerel. Boom! I tell you what, man. These things are so difficult to spot. I mean, I work for an optics company, but you cannot overemphasize the need for quality optics and quality long-range optics and gear to take longer range shots. You know, we didn't really have to here. This guy was probably right about 300 yards. You know, nothing out of the realm of possibilities for a lot of people, but I mean, you just can't beat it out here. The country and the game and everything is just absolutely amazing.
Good shooting. Good shooting. Good shooting. Just dumped him right there. Just dumped him. Yeah, that's cool. Great. Good shooting. Yeah, that was fun.
No, that is fun. That's always fun when you can watch things unfold from afar too, you know?
Well, it was good that we shot your gun again.
Yeah.
That might have been a problem.
Yeah, if that had been another screw, then we'd all went, oh, yeah. More simple than that. Not everything has to be hard to be good.
Dude, if you'd have waited another 2 minutes, he'd have been in the road. Well, I'm down here with Steve Jones, Backcountry Hunts, and his Texas operation. Brought good friend Mark Boardman here with Vortex Optics. Man, the Aoudad hunting down here is phenomenal. We've already seen a bunch of rams, and this guy's a stud. Mark made a great shot on him, dumped him in his track, 6 steps off of the road. We've still got a couple of days to hunt. Let's see if we can get me a ram. One to go, baby, one to go. monster Aoudad. I've been here on 3 different occasions. This is my 4th trip to Steve Jones. Absolutely love this place. We've killed some really good Aoudad. So this time we're looking for that true giant number, 30 inches or better. And hey, if I don't get it, I can go home. I killed one that was 29.5 inches last year. It was a great hunt. It's time to upgrade. Just time to enjoy the hunt and try and find the biggest thing we can, and enjoy the rest of the week. We found what we're pretty sure is our shooter. He is absolutely tucked in a little nasty crevice. I mean, there's really no way to come in from him from the top and see him to your 20 yards. We just got to go see if we can get closer and see if we can get an eyeball on him. But this guy's big, he's smart, he's played this game before, but we played it too. All right, we've got quite a ways up the hill here. We've got a spotter over there. Steve is over there spotting with Mark. That ram is on the face of this mountain. He's gradually working his way up. We've got one more deep canyon loaded with cat claw stickers, everything rocky. We gotta get over there and just hope he comes our direction, because he's on his feet now, but it's starting to heat up. It's supposed to be 85 degrees today. He's gonna want to find some good shade in one of these canyons. Hopefully we make the right play. Right here, this is why we come to Steve Jones backcountry hunts. This guy probably died of old age. He's 34, 35 inches, just an absolute giant. We're hoping this ram over the hill that we're trying to get is one like these. He kind of looks like it from a distance. Not. Wow. Somebody could have got this lucky guy a few years ago. Awesome. Basically moved around. He's moved about 30, 40 yards to the north of where we went in. So the question now is, do we drop off of the face here, push him around there and go set up over here, off to the east, hope we get a shot? I mean, either way, it's a crapshoot whether they're gonna go the right way. Plus we gotta get on him, we gotta get a moving target. Other than that, he's just sitting there. We could just be patient and wait here till evening, let him stand up, do something on his own. But then we waste the whole day here. At least we've got a shooter ram. Decisions to be made in hunting. It's always a challenge. Just hope you don't second guess yourself down the road. We crawled right there. We sat there, we were patient, and it kept coming up the hill, and we just kind of moved over the edge there. He come over the hill and just totally busted us, blew out of here. Pandemonium set in, he took off across here, and he was just run. Never did give us a stop. I ranged one spot over there, it was about 550. Estimated him at 600, didn't have time to adjust the turret. And hit pretty close, but that was a really, really big ram, which is why you come here. You know, it's our last 8 full day of hunting here, so a little disappointing, but to be in a situation where you can chase a ram of that quality, you know, we could sit here and, you know, kill 27, 28, 29 inch rams all day. I've killed a few of them, and I really want to kill that ram, and wow, he's a stud, but he lives to fight another day. Wow. You know, last morning started like all the rest. We were drinking coffee and looking to the west, looking for rams. It didn't take Dave long to find us a good band of rams and ewes to go after. We're just coming out. It's our last morning here to hunt. We just found a group of rams, and there's one in there that's an absolute stud. It's why we came here. Game on right now. So we're gonna try and get close. We're about 1,500 yards right now. So hopefully he's still gonna be there. We can get a shot at him. God, he's a good one. All right, we were able to drive the truck over here to get within about a half a mile of where where we saw those rams. They walked this way. We've had spotters over at camp and able to see these rams. So we're just hoping we can get really lucky. They come over here, we can get the camera set up, get set up for a shot 300 to 500 yards. We got a little bit of wind here, so it might be a little bit of a difficult shot, but hopefully luck's on our side. Last day.
Smoked him.
I would have much rather had been able to get some height. I don't like to shoot, 400 plus yards from a sitting position, but and then that when I ranged him, they were at 423 or 523 low, and I set it for 550. So that was money.
Like it's perfect.
We were so stoked. We knew this was a really good ram, and we're finishing up all the filming, and my cameraman says, Mike, that your ram's on his feet. Well, we swing around and look, and lo and behold, my ram is back up. And we couldn't believe that. But I took a few shots to finally connect and get him put down for good. Wow, what an exciting adventure.
Last day, as usual, sportsman's news fashion. Wow, this really starts to tax you mentally, getting this done on the last day. We're holding out for a good ram. I don't know how big this guy is, but he had big hooks around. Looks like he might be at that 30-inch mark. That's what we were looking for. We'll get over here and get him caped out. We got to get on the road, so. Man, thanks, Dable. Good spot.
Great hunt.
Appreciate it, as always. Let's go get this guy and get a closer look at him.
Good shooting. Just the way we're looking at it. Good ram. Look at that.
Look at that. That's why you come to Steve Jones Backcountry Hunts. Wow. That is exciting. Woo! Well, there's my ram. He's right at the 30-inch mark. Big ram's why you come to Steve Jones Backcountry Hunts. I can't say enough great things about this guy and his operation. He's got great guides. You know what? We had Dave Calloway with us last week. Spot sheep like nobody's business. And this guy finds sheep in places I can't even imagine. Good optics. This is definitely an opportunity to test your optics. Get out here, spot long range. You can tell the color of these things. They're brown. They're just like the grass. They are tough to see, but this is the true reward for holding out and not shooting a smaller ram. Look at that. That is just as exciting as it gets. Just a big, huge monster ram. You can count on one thing. We'll be back down here with Steve Jones Backcountry Hunts again next year. We come every year. Just a great place. Hey, thanks for joining us on this episode of Sportsman's News Television. Tune in next month. We'll have another great episode.
Sportsman's News Television is sponsored by Barnes Bullets, unleaded, unfailing, and unbeatable. Vortex Optics, the force of optics. CVA muzzleloaders, it's just a better gun. And Sitka, turning clothing into gear.